So, the fuck we were doing? Oh yeah. So I restarted the editor, and whoop-de-doo, it works. So now I can drag it out. So for some reason this wasn't available to me, but now it is when I restarted the editor. So I don't know. Just unreal things. So now we have access to the health component, and now that we have that, we can get the current health. Oops, just get health. There is, because I made health blueprint read-only. So now I can plug this into the percentage here. Probably should have made a max health variable. Let's do it. I'm regretting my hard coding now. Health components. So I'll make a... Whoops. Come back, please. Oh, fuck. Like so, and then I'll make another one that's just max health. Equal to 4. So I'm gonna make this edit anywhere. So we could do this. So that we always set health to be max health. The problem with this is that I don't know how this is gonna play. I don't know how this is gonna play with serialization. So, you know, as this health component gets serialized from Blueprint, so let's say like, oh, in Blueprint we changed max health to be 8 or something. The order at which the default constructor is ran, so setting, you know, health to max health, I'm pretty sure that happens before the serializing the blueprints. So it will first set health to be max health, which is 4, and then after that it will read what the blueprint set max health to. So I don't think this will work. Rather, we have to do this in something like begin play. So I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna just reset this. And instead in begin play, oh, whoops. In begin play, I will set health to be max health. So then I'm guaranteed to that whatever max health was set to in blueprints, health will update to be just that. Cool, so now we have a max health variable that we can also set to be something. So that's nice, so it's not hard-coded anymore. Should probably change it in here as well. Like so. What did you have for lunch?
Pizza.
Really? Oh my
Yep.
god. Pizza cup noodles.
Västerbottenost-pizza with the pizza kit.
Jesus Christ. With pizza, what, you made your own?
Yeah, it's just like you get dough and you get like tomato sauce and then you just put it on and then the Västerbottenost and then yeah.
What the fuck?
It's really easy actually.
Jesus Christ. You're like a
costs
cook.
like 10 crowns.
You're like cooking your own fucking pizza in 1 hour. Amazing.
Well, I had actually in the fridge leftovers, but yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that's still nice. I used to have noodles. So... What the fuck? Why is this happening? Whenever I add something to the header, it's just like breaking. Oh, whatever then. I can probably drag me out from here. So I'll get the max health Oh, it's hot reloaded. Damn it. Can I refresh? No. Okay. I'm gonna restart again. Something weird's happening. For some reason, it's just like it's completely freaking out whenever I change the health components header, like changing new properties and so on. Seems to. Maybe it's because they're protected. Maybe that's why. Maybe this protected is messing things up. Maybe I'll just remove that.
Might be like Colin said, I think last week, that if you close the Blueprint editor while you're compiling, I think that will ease up any errors.
Oh, okay. Perhaps. I might try that then. Alright, let's see. Okay, nice. So let's see. So get health. Cool. And I'll get max health. There we go. So we can divide one by the other. So I'll just do divide. And that will be our health percentage. So let's see what happens. There he is. Okay, so if I shoot him, then hooray, his health bar goes down. Wow. What do you guys think about that, huh? You think it's pretty cool? Pretty neat, right?
That is the most amazing thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
We have high standards here.
And I don't go out very often.
And of course, this is anywhere I can just go in here and change the health of one particular enemy if I want. Set this guy to have like 8 health or something. So now I have to shoot him 8 times. Let's drag out a few more dudes. So I can try out my AoE gun. There they are. So if I shoot them with the grenade launcher, then they will all take damage.
Right now, the health bars, if the enemy rotates away, the health bars will rotate with them, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So if you wanted it to always face the player, I don't know what this is actually. Space world screen. I don't know what the difference is. Let's try screen. I don't know what that does actually. Oh. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. It has to be new.
Well, that was easy.
Okay, so that's cool. So now we made like a screen space widget. So the widget will sort of attach to that point, but still be like in screen space. So it won't, it won't be occluded by anything, and it won't grow and shrink with the depth and so on. So that's pretty cool. Now it's really big, so I'm actually gonna. Okay, so that's nice. I thought that was gonna be way harder, but it's nice that they fixed that. So I'll just make it smaller then. I'll go in here and just make the size. Actually, I'll probably scale it down because I scale it up a lot. Scale it down. Oh, I scale it down actually. Okay, I'll scale it down more. You can lock here, by the way, if you wanna like disable your non-uniform scaling, which you most likely would. You can press the lock here, and that will lock the aspect ratio between X and Y, Z in the scale. Which is quite nice. So you set it to be like 0.1 maybe. Still huge. Oh, actually, I don't think it even takes the scale into account when it's screen space. So I will go in and shrink it. Let's do 100 by 20. There we go. Very cool. Very cool. Alright. So now we can shoot enemies and they go away. We're sick. So, what should we do next? You guys have any ideas? What should we do next? Let's look at the ideas document. Because I feel like we could go in a direction here. We could do player health, or we could do like the machine gun, or we can make more interesting AI maybe. Let's see.
Hitbox interaction.
What did you say?
Hitbox interaction.
Yeah, could you explain what that meant exactly?
I mean, like, you know, with hitboxes, when a hitbox collides with a hurtbox, then the enemy gets hurt. Like with a melee weapon, for example, say if it has like a sphere collider or something.
Oh, okay. We could do that. It will be quite a lot of work. Maybe a little bit later, when we can maybe add like a melee weapon or something, then we could look at then we could start looking at hitboxes. It is a good idea. So it would take a long time to do. So,
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but let's keep that one in our head.
Yes.
Maybe some sort of weapon pickup.
Yeah. Yeah, let's do. Yeah, okay, let's do that. Let's do weapon pickups. I think that's a good idea. So, right, okay. So what would be the best way of doing that? So I guess the way I think there's multiple ways of doing this. Either we spawn so in the player we'll still have these lists and we still spawn all the weapons, but we sort of enable / disable them as we pick up stuff. That's one way. I think I would rather actually just have it so we don't have this like weapon classes defaults. We just have nothing. We just have an array. And then as we're picking up stuff, we add it to the like we spawn them as we pick them up and add them to the array. I think that's the way I want to do it. So I'm actually gonna remove this then. You're just gonna have the weapons array. So I'll remove this. Yes, let's see. So I'll instead have it be like, okay, you spawn, you put down a weapon pickup, and you define which type of gun is in that pickup. And then when you overlap it, it will sort of equip that gun to the player, and it will add it, like it will instantiate it and add it to this list of weapons. I think that's a good way to do it. I think after this I want to do something new. I want to do something hard after we've done the weapon pickups. I want to do something like different that's not just doing the same things we've been doing right now with like overlaps and just making actors and so on. I kind of want to make something like some new technology with Unreal. I wonder if I can think of something. Because I want to bring in, we haven't had like new information in a long while, I feel.
Custom collision system, maybe?
Custom collision system?
Yeah.
What do you mean? A custom movement?
Yeah, custom movement and like defining, you know, collision detection on our own. Maybe not like on lower level, but like with the functions that Unreal has. Like say, you know, like checking for sweeping and whatnot. You know.
Yeah, yeah, we could perhaps do something like that. That's a pretty good idea. Okay, so let's see here. Right, so now if we play, then we should get a crash when I try to shoot. Boop. Yeah. We crash because we're trying to shoot. Here's the edge case we talked about. I'm trying to shoot, but there's nothing in this array. This array is empty now. So it will just crash because it's trying to get index 0 of an empty array. So we have to make sure to check for that edge case. So we'll just do like if weapons num is 0, then just return. And I'll do the same thing for switching weapons as well. So if we're trying to switch weapons when we don't have any weapons, then just return. So now this shouldn't crash. Okay. So now if I play and try to shoot, then nothing happens. Cool. Alright, so now we want to be able to add weapons as we play. So I'm gonna go into weapon. I'll make it through Unreal. Oh, I have to restart then. Okay, I'll just make it in fucking... I'll just do it the ugly way. I'll just go in here and do it. Source. Fuck, am I recording by the way? Oh, I am, thank God. Weapon, and here I'll do just a weapon. We are pawn. Pick up. H. I'll make a pick up. Let's see P. There we go, and I'll open those up. In the good old Visual Studio. Like so. Then I'll include actor. Whoops. Not angle brackets. We always do quotation includes. Whoops. And then include. Like so. Very simple. I'll add a sphere component as the root component. So that's going to be our collision. So when we collide with this sphere, that's going to be, you know, the player picking up the weapon. Like so. I'll make a constructor. Like that. Okay. Looks pretty good to me. Oh, we forgot to set it as root. Root component is equal to spear comp. Hurrah! Hooray! All right. There we go. So now, if I recompile, we should
forward declaration
Ooh, good points.
and include in the CPP.
Yes, good points. So we're probably gonna get some errors here, right? Yep, very good. Good catch. So we have to forward declare our sphere component here. Oops. And then I'll include it here. Like so. Now it should work better. Hey, okay. I was gonna tell a joke, but I didn't have time. Alright. So now, well, okay, nothing's gonna change in the game because I haven't actually done anything, but we should be able to find it here at least. Yeah, there it is. I'm actually gonna immediately do a BP version of that. So I'll go into weapon and just override it right away. Like so. We'll add a nice little something, I don't know, let's add up some cool static mesh. See if we can find anything neat. Maybe. What do you think about this? Looks like a weapon pickup, right? If I saw that, I would be like, yeah, that's a weapon pickup. So now that. Cool. So now we can add it to our scene. There we go. It's a little bit small. Let's make it a little bit bigger. Twist radius and scale this boy up. Scale this bitch up. Whoa, okay. Okay, maybe a bit much. Okay, there we go. That'll be good. That will work just fine. Okay, so now when I go into this guy, so when I overlap with him, first of all, why can't I go through him? Why am I getting stopped here? You're talking, Frederick, but you're muted.
Shit. Is it set to block everything?
What is set to block everything?
The sphere component?
Don't think so. No, it's overlap all dynamic.
The mesh, does that one have a blocking layer on it?
Yes, the mesh is block all dynamic, so just gotta make sure. No collision that mesh.
Okay.
So now when I go through, it should be, yeah, there we go. So now there's overlapping it. And do you guys remember how do I get how do I check when I'm starting overlapping with something? So on the weapon pickup, I want to be like, okay, if I overlap with anything, then, you know, destroy myself and add a weapon or something. How would I know when an overlap happened?
On overlap event?
Yes, on what?
Oh,
Where's that event?
Either in Blueprint or in code, I guess.
Yeah, but where can I find that event?
On the sphere component.
Yes, exactly. So I'll go
Well,
here.
it depends on what you want to check. If you want to check if the player is overlapping, you would check on the player. And if you want the sphere or the sphere, I guess.
That's true.
Just the mesh, you turned off everything.
That's a good point. So we could have checked it on the player to be like, on the player, check for weapon pickup overlaps. Could have done that. In this case, I would check it on the weapon pickup probably, but yeah, there are two ways of doing it for sure. So that's a good point. So I'm gonna go on the sphere comp. I'm just gonna fetch the on components. begin overlap. Gonna add dynamic on that one. So I'll make a function called like handle overlap, begin overlap. So, well, someone's typing really loud. So we make a no, not u function. So I'll make a void handle begin overlap. And let's check out what that looks like, because I don't remember what all of the arguments were. So I'm just gonna Alt G my way down to get to the delegate signature. IntelliSense, please. Maybe I should also switch to Rider. Maybe my life will be easier, then maybe then I'll be fine, I'll be happy.
Yeah, Rider is amazing.
You know, it's like, I saw on Twitter, they were like, 2021 is the year of like ending toxic relationships. I feel like they were really talking about Visual Studio. It's like Visual Studio is like the wife I've been with for like years and years, and she's like, "Oh, I'm the best. Everyone else sucks." And now I'm like eyeing up my neighbor Ryder and being like, "Damn girl, you fine though." Oh my god! I thought it was Jesus. Okay.
Yeah, I think that the silence there says everything. It was. I had to turn on the mic to laugh because I laughed at the silence, not at you.
Thank you.
Like super controversial.
Let's see. So, okay. So this one we don't care about. That's just what actor it's on or what type of class the delegate is on. What the name of the delegate is. And here starts the parameters. So we have a primitive component pointer overlap component. So I'll just add that. I'll just copy this fucking line, whatever. This is what I usually do. I'll just copy this. You want the weapon pickup. Just fucking paste it. Okay, so we have view primitive components. I wish there was like a begin overlap simpler or something where you just get an actor pointer. That would be nice. Okay, so I'm gonna overlapped comp. And then we have, I'm just gonna remove this. Then we have a actor pointer other actor. Then we have u primitive components other comp. Int 32. Oops. Int 32. Other body index. Let's go body index. Then we have from sweep. I hate this function so much. From sweep, and then we have const fhit results. Reference sweep hit. There we go. We did it. So now we have a begin overlap function, and I'm just gonna, oops, create implementation, and let's say we use destroy. Why not? Let's see what happens. Okay, so there it is. And if I overlap with it, and if I overlap with it, and if I overlap with it, okay. I think I have to restart. This feels like a restart thing. Years of my life going into compiling. I'm gonna lie in my deathbed, and like the nurse is gonna be like, "So did you live a full life? Did you live a happy life?" I'm gonna be like, "Yeah, bro. Fucking compiled for like 2 years."
After humanity has been long dead, extinct, every civilization, every life on the planet dead, there will still be a computer that's compiling Unreal.
True. Hey, it worked. Hooray. So restart an editor. So now if I go into this guy, he will die. Cool. But of course, can you guys see a problem with this? The way I've implemented it right now? Like, accepting the part that I don't actually equip a weapon. But is there another problem with this that you can see?
There is some sort of error popping up.
Yeah, I don't know what that error is about. I think there's some hot compile stuff. But
it destroys everything.
Well, it destroys itself.
Yeah, when everything goes into it. That's what I meant.
Yeah, exactly. So if I like push this box here. Are you kidding me? If I push this ball here. What the fuck? Okay, if this guy comes here, boom, then you know he got picked up by this guy. So that's not what we want. We want to be a little bit more sophisticated than that. We could change our excuse me. We could change our overlap matrix. So that we only overlap. Well, there's no player character here. There's only pawn. So I guess that's better. Like, so we only overlap with pawns. But even then, it's like, you know, enemies will probably be pawns, so that doesn't really work either. So I think the better way to do it is to check this actor that we overlap with to see if it is a player. And if we didn't overlap with a player, then don't do anything. So how would I do that? Any ideas from the boys?
The idea I had before was like checking the static class of the player and comparing them, but I don't know if that worked in my experience actually.
We could get the class and comparing them. We can't do a straight just equals comparison, since the class of the other actor is a BP class. So the classes won't be equal. They will be. Then you have to do like is subclass off, and then get the base class. We could do that.
Otherwise, you could do it like a dynamic cast, I guess.
Yes, so we can use cast it. So I'll just do cast. Player. So I'll use cast it to a player. Actually, I'll save this because we're gonna use it anyways. So I'll just save it. Like so, and then we'll just check if player is null pointer. Then it's return. So that means like the cast failed, which means the thing we overlap with is not a player. So then we don't care. So then you just get out of there. What? Doesn't know what a player is. Are you fucking dumb? Okay, it's unclude player. There we go. Are you happy now? Is this what you want? There we go. Okay, so now if I play, then if I overlap with it, it should go away. Okay, cool. But if the enemy goes into that thing. So creepy. It's like a fucking the killer donut. Oh, okay, so it doesn't go away. Cool. So now it's reacting only if it's the player overlapping with the pickup. Fantastic! Yeah. Oh, fantastic! So good. Let's do 5 minutes. 5 fat ones, and then I'll see you back 5 past 2. So grab a drink, stretch, hug your cat or lover or something, pillow, and then I'll see you back soon.